also. I got the letter also. Letter also this I'm showing the minister, sir, you are the now the coming the bamboo insurance. So a lot of the thing, yeah. So सच में बोला yes. So that is the today topic is the nice start.
Yeah, good. Let's make a beginning. In fact, we can start off with some cases of bamboo insurance. We'll get it done.
Sir.
That will be a nice beginning, we believe.
Sir,
and Sameerji, I think one Saturday you give us time and speak about your experiences about tea and about all together Northeast.
Sir, actually tea is that tea will make this. We have making the that was na sir related now. If you burn, then how next year how can got the leaf? That is the issue now.
Okay, right.
Without leaf, no tea.
No tea, yeah, of course.
That's true. So that is the mainly is the every time come the bamboos no burn. Already burning of the fire is coming the leaf.
Yeah, true.
That is the, if you not get a leaf, good leaf, then next year I'll no grosses the my production.
Right.
Yeah. That was done. So you have make this simply, but I'll gradually work the develop. But FI says we have the low so many letter I'm saying nothing. He's done. He tell me that we have no data for that. Just he making lab blah blah bamboo base. So I'm stopped. Totally stopped.
Okay. Samir, shall we get started?
Yes, sure. Yeah. Good.
We get started. Dr. Bharti, sir, you're there? Okay, we'll get started right now. I think we waited enough. We given 10 minutes grace. So those who don't benefit, I mean, those who are missing, they can always watch the replay on YouTube. Okay. So let me start.
Yeah, should I start?
1 second, sir. 1 second. Let me start the session. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm good morning to all of you. My name is Ranganath Krishnan. I'm the Secretary and Treasurer at Bamboo Society of India. Today's topic is very critical for the bamboo farmer community. It's about bamboo plantation insurance. And to take things forward, I would like to invite our chairman, Shri Punati Sridharji, to welcome the speaker today. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Ranganath. Good morning, everyone. A very warm welcome to our series of seminars. We are very thankful, BSI, on behalf of everyone. We are thankful to Dr. N.K. Buddhan, who is a general insurance executive. He will be speaking today on bamboo plantation insurance tool for financial security. It's a very important topic because like Mr. Samir has just said that till now, nothing much has happened with regards to insurance for bamboo plantations. So I'm sure this will, today's discussions and today's session will pave way for actually initiating bamboo insurance in the country, and all those who are interested would contact Dr. N.K. Buddhan for further progress. Dr. N.K. Buddhan basically is a doctor, BB, Bachelor of Veterinary Sciences, and then switched over to insurance. He's a senior executive with over 30 years of progressive experience within the insurance industry, with specific expertise in mass government health schemes, rural and micro insurance, crop insurance, corporate social responsibility, marketing and claim settlement. And he has a proven performance in linking corporate vision with the delivery of desired results through empowerment, development, and utilization of people, process, and technology. A strong motivator and team player with effective leadership, communication, decision-making, problem-solving, and interpersonal skills, together with a corporate focus and a Hello? Any issues, please? His qualifications are academic. As I said, initially he has done BBSc, Then professional qualifications are Associate of Indian Institute of India, Associate of Insurance Institute of India, Postgraduate Diploma in Banking and Insurance, Postgraduate Diploma in Business Administration, Diploma in Computer Technology, Postgraduate Diploma in Personal Management and Industrial Relationships. His professional experiences, he worked as, at the time of retirement, he was the Chief Manager, UIIC Head Office, in charge of RSBY and Government Health Insurance Schemes, Rural Insurance and CSR departments. Then the earlier postings were Divisional Manager and Senior Divisional Manager, Divisional Office, Hosur, developed roadmap for Village Adoption Program, and monitoring module under CSR and first village adoption done successfully. Then earlier to that, 2005 to 2002, 2005 was Senior Branch Manager, Dharmapuri branch. When he took over this branch, it was loss-making branch and they wanted to close it down. But after he took over, he could successfully revive and make it a viable branch. 1990 to 2002, he worked in Coimbatore Regional Office as admin officer and assistant manager, Rural Insurance, Marketing Department, Marine Tech Department, Grievances, Health and Miscellaneous Departments. 85 to 1990, worked in Salem as assistant administration officer, Rural Insurance and Marketing Departments. Post-retirement, is appointed by United India Insurance Company Limited as a consultant 2016-2017 for rural insurance development and government mass health schemes. Thereafter, marketing head, Paramount Health Services and Insurance TPA, business development from August 2017 to December 2020. Regular faculty in Learning Center, United India Insurance Co. Limited, and visiting faculty for banks in the past. His hobbies are painting and photography. So thanks a lot, everyone. And now the floor is open for Dr. N.K. Buddhan to deliver his speech. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Am I audible to you?
Yeah, audible.
Thank you very much. See, today I'm very happy to deal with a very, very critical subject for bamboo plantation industry. And this is insurance, which gives a financial security to the farmer. So now, bamboo is in all parts of our life, from toothbrush to foot over bridge. Bamboo is used. We use bamboo for bamboo houses, furniture, fabric, bamboo facial tissue also is being manufactured, handicraft, flooring, sports materials, and bamboo is used in major industries like paper industries, plywood industries, agarbatti industries, biomass industries, cement factories, and ethanol manufacturing, gas, oil, charcoal manufacturing, and all. So you'll be started to learn that Dalmia Cement, they want around 5.5 lakh acres of land for planting bamboo. Because they want a raw material as a fuel in replacement with the coal. So government is also encouraging this, and they wanted to reduce 30% of coal usage and replace with bamboo. And recent opening of ethanol extraction plant, refinery in Maharashtra. These are all very, very good scope for the bamboo farmers for getting their market. And the marketing avenue is very, very huge and very, very excellent opportunity is there. And it's really a good news. And our National Bamboo Mission also describes that apart from banking, finance, insurance also is to be provided for the bamboo farmers. So they are describing that bamboos are important for sustainable development of farmers. There is a huge market for bamboo, and iceberg, and a lot of market is there, and definitely farmers having this bamboo plantation will have very good future. And share my screen, sir. Can you please enable sharing, sir?
Done, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay. Yes, my level. Sir, I have to share my.
So you are a co-host now.
How can you see? Can you see that?
Got it, sir.
Okay. So with this positive note, I am starting this presentation on bamboo plantation insurance. So can you see the presentation, sir?
Got it, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. And bamboo is a tool for financial security.
Sir, we cannot see your presentation.
Sir?
We can't see your presentation, sir.
Okay. And do-
Please stop share and redo again, sir.
I have to close it. Now, I have to share the screen.
So when you click on the share screen,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Select a window or application. That's what I will.
yes, you can see your presentation in the select the window. You'll see list of programs running. No worries, take your time, sir. Take your time.
Cannot see the.
Okay. Just a moment.
Yes, sir.
Got it? Okay.
Now can you see, sir?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, sir.
No issues.
Bamboo plant.
ஏண்டா வந்துட்டேன்
Hello. So general insurers are offer two types of major crop insurance schemes. Number one is plantation horticulture insurance scheme, which is insurance of trees, herbs and all, like medicinal plants, then bamboo plantations, teakwood plantation, red sanders, like all trees plantation, tea, coffee. These are all will be coming under, and floriculture also. This will be coming in the plantation and horticulture insurance scheme. And other is crop insurance scheme, which is a government sponsored scheme, and which is called as a Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, is subsidized by the government of India and the state government. So this is covering all food grains like maize, cotton, sugarcane and all. And it is main important thing is loan farmers are already compulsorily covered in this scheme. And non-loaning farmers is optional to cover. Okay, and this crop insurance scheme, the compensation will be given for either loss of the plantations or loss in the shortfall of the yield. Yield will be there, but if there is any shortfall, to that extent the compensation will be done. But in other type of plantation horticulture scheme like bamboo insurance scheme and all, we are covering only standing plantation, standing plants. Okay, we are not covering any produce. any yield cover is not there in plantation and horticulture insurance. Okay, these are all the main important things in the difference between the horticulture, plantation insurance, and also crop insurance. Next, what is the benefit of bamboo insurance? Why a farmer has to go for insurance? So, this insurance scheme safeguards the interest of the farmers, bamboo farmers, because they are investing lakhs and lakhs of rupees. So, in case of any natural calamities or diseases, if they are losing the yield, I mean this plantation, and they cannot market it, so huge financial loss occurs, especially bank loans and all, they are not able to repay. So, in that case, insurance will come as a helping hand, and they will give compensation so that the insurance farmers will be encouraged to go for again the same plantation, because every year the accident is not going to happen. Very rarely, once in a few years only, this loss will happen. So even if the loss occurs within the current period, the farmers is compensated through insurance, and they are confident in going for the next plantation. So this is the very important safeguard unit. I mean, insurance company is giving for the bamboo farmers, and this insurance acts as a security for loan. So one, the banks are giving lakhs and lakhs of rupees as advance. So this insurance will be acting as a security in case of loss. Loss, the farmer is not able to repay the loan. The insurance company will pay this claim to the bank. So the bank loan will be adjusted. So in this case, this insurance acts as a security for the loan. So that's why all bank loans are covered with insurance. And insurance relieves the farmer from worries of probable unexpected losses. So by taking insurance, the farmer shifts the burden of the losses, worries of the losses to the insurance company. So he is free from these worries of the losses. So whatever losses happen, he will be confident that the insurance company will give compensation and it will save the farmer. So this relieves the farmer from the worries of probable unexpected loss. And insurance helps in proper future planning. So even though this year there is a loss and the insurance company is pays everything, next year also the farmer is planning because he is having a good market. So he will be planning regularly for planting the same material or same plantation. So this insurance helps in proper future planning, and it helps in the sustainability of and growth of associated industries. As we already discussed, these plantations are the raw materials for many industries, say biomass industries, paper industries, cement industries, plywood industries, everything. So unless these raw materials available, they are not able to function. So for example, ITC mill, ITC is having a contract farming of around 7.65 lakh acres in India. So they are procuring these plantations from 7.65 lakhs of acres for the using their paper mill plant. So unless these trees are good and regular supply is there, this industry also will suffer. And another thing is, once these industries are growing, the need for the bamboo is also will be increasing. So farmers are also benefited. So both sides there are benefits, and this insurance works as a tool for safeguarding both of the both farmers and the industry. And why it is necessary? So insurance is why we should go for insurance. So as I said, told, if the insurance provides compensation to the farmers in the event of unexpected losses to bamboo plantation. The unexpected loss, see, we are taking lot of care to safeguard the property. Okay, we are giving all fertilizers, manures, watering, everything we are doing. So beyond our control, if something happens due to natural calamity, or despite we are giving lot of pesticides and all, there is some diseases are there. So due to that, there is no production or this bamboo is destroyed. So this insurance company will come into help. So provide compensation to the farmer in the event of unexpected losses to bamboo plantation due to natural calamities, social causes, wild animals, and pests and diseases. Losses due to wild animals is also covered in insurance. So farms located near to the forest are really very prone for losses due to wild animals, and these losses, everything is taken care of by insurance company. So, so there, agriculture, there are a lot of uncertainty. Everybody knows there is a lot of uncertainty. So having a good ambition and you spend lakhs and lakhs of rupees, a poor farmer getting loaned and all, he will be expecting a very good yield, so and a very good return from the produce after a year or 2 years or 6 months and all. So sometimes it happens due to natural calamities or diseases, and diseases are there is a price fluctuation. Price goes down like anything, so he is not able to sell the goods. So these are all uncertainties. So the loss due to natural calamities is covered, and the accidents are covered, and malicious damage by neighbors or anybody, that is also covered in insurance. So these are all called pure risk. Pure risk can be covered in insurance, and this other things due to price fall and loss of market and production loss. See, price fall, loss of market and production loss, these are all called speculative risk, which is not covered in insurance. Even though plantations are very good and there is no production. So in this slide, you can see the banana plantation is there. The plantation has come very well, but the bunching is not there. So in that case, there will be loss to the farmer that will not be covered under insurance. This is called speculative risk. So there is lot of risk for the farmers, and if there is a loss to the any of the farmer is unhappy. And on the other hand, the farmer could yield bumper crop and his price is also very high, he will be very happy. To balance this only, that insurance company will play a role. And even though there is a loss due to natural calamities and diseases, the insurance company will keep the farmer in a happy position so that he can get a proper compensation, and he can go for a plantation of the crop. And now the question arises: who can take insurance policy? Can anybody take insurance policy? So individual bamboo farmers who are owner of the land. Bamboo farmers, they are owner of the land and he is raising the plant, they can take insurance. And the tenant farmers, people will be leasing the land and they will be planting this bamboo plantation because they are the owners of the plantation. So they can also take the policy. And registered association of farmers association who have got legal relationship with the farmers, and they are taking part in the welfare, they can also take policy on behalf of the farmers, provided there is a legal relationship between these two people by doing service or giving help, technical advice or giving finance and all. And plantation companies who are having this contract farming and all, contract farming companies, they can also take policy. And the other indirect source of bamboo plantation are individual farmers, bamboo mission. They can also, these are all facilitators of insurance. Like the Bamboo Society of India, they are now creating this awareness to farmers and scientists and all people involved in bamboo regarding insurance. So they can also initiate and create awareness so that they can indirectly help in getting insurance coverage for the farmers. Bamboo Farmers Associations are big corporates corporates like ITC or IIT, TMPL or Dalmia Cement, they can also take, because they are having contract farming with the farmers. And the plantation companies, many companies are doing their own plantation, and also they are doing helping people, other people also. They can also take learners. And other facilitators are tissue culture labs, like Dr. Bharti is having, and irrigation equipment manufacturers like drip irrigation manufacturers, gain irrigation, something like that. They are also having close contact with the farmers. They can also facilitate the insurance, and they can cover their drip irrigation system also as an add-on cover. And agriculture universities, farm equipment manufacturers, horticulture college, forest college, they are giving technical inputs to the farmers. They are giving technical advisors, and they are arranging marketing. Like Metropolitan Forest College, they are having a consortium of agroforestry farmers. In this, farmers, agriculture scientists, and industries, insurance company, banks, everybody is collaborating, and they are regularly meeting each other and exchanging benefit of everybody. They exchanging their views and all. They can also propagate insurance on the insurance companies also are part of this consortium, and insurance companies are collaborating with the farmers and the industry. And now we will say what are all the contingencies covered in this policy. What are the perils covered in the bamboo plantation insurance policy? Now, fire, including forest fire and bush fire. This is very common, very highly risky. Bamboo is highly risky for fire accidents. This is very important risk we are covering. This will be from external source. And lightning. Lightning automatically triggers this fire, and lightning loss is also covered. And right and strike. Right and strike. See, somebody is not happy with this farmer, and they have got envy. So the neighbors envy is owner's loss. So the villages we would have seen the banana plantation or some plantation, some say cotton plantation will be very well grown in one farm. In the neighbors, they will not, the yield will not be very good. So he will become envy, and he arranges for setting fire to the farm. Like this happening in many places. So like that, malicious damage. Some ex-employee is unhappy with the owner, he may cause some damage. So these are called malicious damages, which is also covered in insurance policy. Then storm, hailstorm, cyclone, typhoon, tempest, hurricane, tornado. These are all wind-related risks. It is very common in the losses of plantation insurance. And this storm, hailstorm, cyclone are different categories depending upon the flow of the air, speed of the air, and all. So all these risks are covered in the insurance scheme. And flood and inundation. Flood, due to heavy rain, cyclone, and all, it will be followed by flood. And inundation, due to flood, the water could not be drained. So in that case, the production will not be there, and then the bamboos cannot be marketed. In that case, also we can give compensation. It is here I want to give some differentiation between inundation against water logging. Water logging is it's a localized one. So it can be drained very easily. Once there is a water logging in the plantation area, we have to drain that. We have to drain the water so that the excess of water will not cause any damage to the plantation. So this is in our hands. Whereas this flood and inundation, it is beyond our hands. It is everybody is affected. So it is humanly impossible to drain immediately before the losses occur. So this is a very important differentiation between flood and inundation and uh, uh, water logging. Then impact damage by rain, road, vehicles, and articles dropped thereon. This impact damage. Anyway, it may be very, very great cases and loss due to wild animals. These are all the calamities we are covering under a basic cover. Basic cover is a minimum coverage, and there is another cover called wider coverage. Wider coverage means apart from this, we are covering diseases also. We are covering apart from all natural calamities and loss due to wild animals, we are covering losses due to diseases, named pests and diseases. It cannot be covered for all the diseases. Okay. So bamboos are prone for many diseases like bamboo mite, aphid, bamboo mealybug, termite, scale, fungal spot, decay rot, bamboo mosaic, protect virus, black shooting mold, like that. There are a lot of diseases which is causing economical loss to the farmer, and insurance company will not cover all the diseases. They may cover two or three diseases which can be managed by proper management and scientific management. So I want to emphasize that all plantations should be grown under the technical advice, as per the technical advice for the experts, either horticulture university, agriculture university, or bamboo mission. Any authorized person, specialist should whatever they are prescribing only to be followed for getting a good yield and good cash. So if the farmer is not following this technical steps and is not doing whatever to be done, is not doing for the plantation, this is called negligence. If there is a negligence, the insurance company will not pay any compensation. So they have to prove that they have taken proper steps to minimize the losses. So I would like to say, even though the farmer has taken a insurance policy, he should act as if he has not insured the plantation. If he is not insured the plantation, he will take all the precautions to call a specialist and treat the diseases to the plantations by spraying alternative pesticides and all. So he has to do, even though he has taken insurance, he has to act as he is not insured. So he has to take all the measures to safeguard the property. So beyond his hand, if something happens, then insurance company will come to help. Okay. So this is names of the diseases, 2-3 diseases. The insurance company will collect from the specialist, and they will draft. These are all the steps you have to take in different stages. So this stage watering should be done. This stage the pesticide is to be sprayed. Like that, these steps should be listed out, and this will be forming the part of the policy. So the farmer necessarily has to undertake these steps without any loss of opportunity. Otherwise, even though if he has done it, then there is a disease, the insurance company will come into help. Yes. And what are the documents insurance this farmer has to, or the company has to give to the insurance company for accepting the insurance proposal? So number one is the insurance proposal form, which will be the forming the basis the policy. Insurance policy is nothing but an agreement between the insurance company and the customer. So their proposal form is given to the farmer, asking various questions. What are the plantations you are going to raise, what stage, and what is the cost of the plantation, and what remedial measures you are having. Have you got any past loss in this? Have you suffered any loss previously? Like that, lot of questions will be there. Who is the owner of the land and everything? This will be asked in the proposal form, and the extent of the area, extent of the sum insured, everything we have to give, and this will be signed and given to the insurance company, which will accept based on this, and they will quote some premium, and if you pay the premium, then they will accept the risk and they will issue a policy for 1 year period. So this exchange of proposal and policy is the transaction between the insurance company and the customer. So this is policy is an agreement where the insurance company expects something the customer has to do to safeguard the property and grow the plantation in a proper way as advised by the expert. And the customer also agrees to abide by this. So he has to perform as if he is following all the regulations given by the policy and all. So in case of any claim, this will be examined very critically. Then additional questionnaire for new crop. Okay, this is insurance company job, and input cost duly verified and certified by the agriculture or horticulture department. So input cost means it differs from plantation to plantation. For example, bamboo plantation for the first year, the input cost will be around 1 lakh. This is average one, average. For other teakwood plantation will be around the different amount. For sandalwood plantation, it will be different. For red sandals, it will be different like that. So this input cost month-wise they will give. This I'll deal in the next slide. That has to be produced. Normally, the insurance company will get these details, and the farmer need not worry about this. They will collect from the specialist and keep it with the insurance company, and this will be the basis of the valuation. And the identity official package of practices and plant protection measures adopted for the specific crop. For bamboo plantation, at different stages, what are the safeguards to be given? So in case of diseases, what to be done? In case of normal irrigation, how many irrigation has to be given? How many times the fertilizers to be sprayed, and weeding is to be done like that. Everything is to be documented, and this will be forming part of the policy. Input cost and plant protection measures to be attached and will be forming part of the policy. Okay, then now we will see what are all things not covered in the policy. This is very, very important, because once the people are thinking that once I pay the premium, everything is covered. So the insurance company should not deny any claim at any cost. This is what people are thinking, but it cannot be like that. We cannot cover everything in the insurance policy. Only accidental, unexpected things only will be covered. When anything is expected, that cannot be covered in the insurance. Like that, the war and allied perils is not covered in the insurance, and theft risk also is not covered. This is very, very important. That the theft risk means people are thinking the theft is beyond our hand. It is not like that. Theft is not a very big accident. So theft occurs mainly you are not very, very careful about this. So theft risk is not covered, and only burglary in other policies will be covering. Here I think burglary will not be playing any part in this. And diseases and pests unless covered by additional premium. As I already told you, along with the basic cover, you have to pay additional premium for covering diseases, named pested disease. So in regular policy, disease is not covered unless it is covered with additional premium. And negligence, as already we have discussed, negligence is as if the farmer has to act as if he is not insured the product. So he has to take all precautions to safeguard the losses from any account. So he has to take all the precautions. So only thing, if he is going beyond his hands, and despite his all precaution measures, the accident has happened, means then insurance company will come to help the customer. So this is called negligence. And as I told, this water logging that is to be immediately removed. So drainage is to be provided, Otherwise, it will be counted as a negligence. And drought is not covered in plantation and agriculture, plantation law, horticulture insurance policy. Whereas this is drought is covered in the crop insurance policy, what we told as Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. And drought is not covered in our plantation agriculture and horticulture insurance policy and the bamboo insurance policy. Then high humidity and fog is not covered. Then improper selection of site. So this is also very, very important. As I told, no, before going for any plantation, you have to do soil testing. Then you have to get a technical inspection and advice from the expert whether this bamboo plantation will be viable and shall I get a good yield in this. Everything you have to clarify with this specialist. So this is very, very important now. So this, when the soil is not at all suitable, this will amount to improper selection of site. Like that, very, very important. So it is not our fault. It is the customer's fault. And improper management. I told you whatever safeguards you have to give all the safeguards. This is called, if you fail it, it will amount to improper management and delay in onset of monsoon. If there is no rain, then because of that there is no yield, means so somebody will not give. And these are all, this risk is specifically covered in the PMFEY, this crop insurance. And pollution also is not covered. Accidental pollution, if it happens due to some external force, it is like say some, you be knowing that Bhopal tragedy is there. That is pollution happened because of accident happened somewhere. So in that, if it is very, very external and beyond the control of the farmer, then it will be covered. The pollution within the farm, it is not covered. So it means that you are not maintaining the farm very properly. That is called, that's a reason for pollution. And waterlogging, I already discussed on this. And natural mortality of plants. Normally, if you plant 1,000 plants, you cannot say all 1,000 plants will survive. Maybe for 10 or 15 plants will naturally die. So these are all normal losses and this will not be covered in the insurance. So natural mortality is not covered and terrorism is not covered. And loss of production. As I already told you, if there's a good growth is there, but there's no yield. So in that case, is not covered because it amounts to improper selection of seedlings or anything. So it also amounts to improper management only. So these are all the things which are not covered in insurance. So these are all very, very critical ones. People have to understand because if any claims arises, they have to be convinced. Customer is to be convinced that this is falling very clearly under the exclusion, and I will not get any compensation. This will greatly reduce the grievances. Unless the people are having awareness about this non-payment item, they will not be happy. If any claims arises, if they are knowing these things, they will be convinced by themselves. And what is the period of insurance? Normally, all policies will be issued for 1 year only. 1 year or the harvest, whichever occurs first. These are a common thing for all horticulture plantation. For some horticulture plantations are grown only for 6 months or 8 months. So we are giving either 1 year or harvest period, whichever occurs first. So in case of bamboo, rubber, eucalyptus, and poplar, the policy will come from 12 months of transplantation. After 12 months of transplantation, only this plantation will grow to some extent. Then only this insurance will come in. So plants in nurseries are covered, not covered. So nursery plantations will be covered in a different policy, not in this plantation horticulture policy. So these are all very important things, and this is very important slide that everybody should concentrate on this. To what extent this plantation is insured? Okay, this plantation normally insurers take 1 acre as a unit area, and in this 1 acre, whatever expenses you are pouring in for growing this plantation up to certain period, this cumulative expense will be called as the sum insured. Okay, these expenses are called input cost. Okay, input cost. Now it will not count this profit. Profit is not covered in the insurance. So this input cost, whatever you are spending to grow this plantation up to certain period, this will be the sum insured. So this input cost component consists of expenses per acre related to cost of land preparation, cost of seedlings, cost of irrigation, then manures, fertilizers, and whatever our scientists advocate this to give, and this cost. Then plant protection measures, then weeding expenses, pruning expenses, and all other expenses which is necessarily incurred to safeguard, see, and for better growth of this plantation. So these are all the expenses put together will be treated as a sum insured. For example, for the first year plantation, for a bamboo plantation, this total expense come to 1 lakh rupees. This 1 lakh rupees will be sum insured for the first year. So next year, additional expenses you will be incurring for weeding, watering, and other expenses. So about 20,000 rupees means, so second year sum insured will be 1,20,000. So this is the sum insured basis of sum insured for plantation insurance. And this slide shows the sum insured for various stages of this bamboo plantation from first year to 10th year. This first year of plowing, land preparation, we are taking as 5,000 rupees per acre, and alignment, digging of pit for 20,000 rupees, and cost of seedling 25,000 rupees. This is for 1,000 planters. And I want to emphasize this very important point. This is spacing norm. So while you are planting this bamboo plantation, you have to maintain at least some spacing norm. They say 10 by 10 like that. That the interplant distance should be maintained so that the expected growth will be there. So this spacing norm should be very, very important. This is very much cramped means you will not get good yield. So scientists normally they recommend 1,000 plants per acre. So that's why we are taking 1,000 plants, and the cost of 1,000 plants is 25,000 rupees. And the cost of weeding first year will be 5,000 rupees. And the manures and fertilizers, 1,500 rupees. And casualty replacement, 1,000 rupees. Irrigation and protection measures, 4,500 rupees. Soil working, labor, then electricity and mortality replacement, each 1,000 rupees. And all other expenses, 2,000 rupees we are taking. This is the incidental expenses. So we are bringing 1,03,000 rupees as the total expenses we are expecting in Tamil Nadu. This is for Tamil Nadu. But the sum insured for Tamil Nadu will not be equal as in Assam or in Madhya Pradesh or in Karnataka. So each and every place, the cost of cultivation differs. The sum insured also will be different from different areas. So the sum insured in Tamil Nadu it is 1,03,000. In Assam it may be 90,000 or something, because the labor may be cheaper there. A lot of things will be there. The tax concession will be there. So fertilizer cost may be lesser. So lot of things, which are these things contribute to the cost of this plantation. So this differs from place to place and time to time. So this year is 1,03,000. After 5 years, for the first year bamboo plantation, it may be 1,20,000 or 25,000. Because there is always a price increase there, the inflation is there, that is to be taken into account. So this table is to be evolved. So at least once in 3 years we have to revise this table. Insurance company has to take note to revise this. So this is the first year expenses. And second year, we are expecting a very small addition. So weeding expenses 2,500. Menus and fertilizers every year we have to give. Weeding every year we have to give. So 2,500 every year we are adding. And menus and fertilizers first year, second year 18,500 we are taken. And all other every year 13,000 rupees we are adding. And casualty replacement is not there in second year. And irrigation every year we have to give. Like this we have evolved. So at the 10th year, our input cost come to 2,71,500. Okay. Suppose a person already having a bamboo plantation, they are having seven-year plantation. They want to take a policy. Means their sum insured will be 2,17,500 or 2,20,000. They can be rounded up. Can be around 2,20,000 rupees. It is sum insured because till first year to seventh year, he has incurred a total amount of 2,35,000 rupees. So 2,70,000 rupees, all expenses. All these cumulative expenses will be treated as a sum insured for that year. So it doesn't mean that every farmer has to take a policy from first year onwards. So already farms will be having a 10-year-old plantation. Some will be having a 4-year-old plantation. They can take the policy accordingly. I think this is a very, very important and very interesting slide that people will be having a lot of interaction will be there on this. Anyway, we'll see after this presentation. Then how to settle the claim, how settlement will be done. So when there is a claim, let's say fire accident or loss due to wild animal or diseases occurred, and what the farmer has to do. The farmer has to give immediate intimation to the underwriting office. So policy issuing office, he has to give an intimation that my plantations are destroyed due to fire or such and such. So if it is a fire accident, please understand that we have to take some additional measures to give before giving intimation to the insurance company, you have to give a intimation to the fire brigade, so that fire brigade will come and they will try to put out the fire. That is to be very important. So when there is a fire accident, you should not go immediately to insurance company. Insurance company will not come and put down the fire. So fire brigade only will be able to do that, and simultaneously you have to give a police report also. Suppose if it is a malicious damage and all, police report will be very helpful in finding out the fact who is the person who has caused the loss, so that insurance company on the later date they will sue on that person and get compensation from them. So FIR and this fire brigade report is very, very important in case of fire accident, and you have to give intimation. And then insurance company on receiving this intimation, they will send a surveyor, and you have to take photographs also. Nowadays, everybody is having mobile phone. You can take mobile photograph, and you can upload to the insurance company to see the extent of loss and how the accident is happened. So photographs you have to give. This will be given a supporting document for claim settlement, and other claim documents you have to give. Claim intimation, claim form. Insurance company will give a claim form. It is to be filled up by you, and how it has happened, how much, what is the salvage amount, what is the salvage retained, like that. These details will be available in the claim form, and the surveyor will come and assess. He will assess whether you have taken all the precautions to safeguard the property, and what is the extent of the loss, and how you incur the loss, and what is the amount payable after deducting the excess and all. He will recommend some amount which will be paid to the farmer, and photographs you have to give, and paper cuttings and all. So normally these accidents happen, it will be published in the newspaper. This paper cutting, if there is a paper cutting, you please provide the paper cutting to the insurance company to support this claim. Okay. So also fire brigade FIR report and the FIR report we have to give in case of fire accident, and the FIR in case of malicious damage. So failure to intimate the claim will forfeit all the rights and benefits of the policy. So normally insurance company is to be intimated immediately, maybe in 1 or 2 days at the maximum. So if you are very casual and you are not intimating these losses to the insurance company, see after 10 days or 15 days you are going for insurance company to claim the loss, they will definitely not come to you, right? This is because this is as per the policy condition. If delay in insurance, you will be denied the liability. And condition of average. This is also very, very important. Condition of average means suppose a person is having 10 acres of bamboo plantation in the same area, and if he is selecting only 2 acres for insurance out of 10 acres, and there is a loss, and insurance surveyor will find out if this person is already having 10 acres of land which he has suppressed in the proposal form. He has not declared in the proposal form. He has declared only 2 acres in the proposal form. But actually he is owner of 10 acres of plantation, but he has selectively insured only 2 acres. So if the loss is 1 lakh and the 2 lakh, the 2 acres of land, the insurance company will pay only 20% of the claim. They will treat as if everything is a loss and only proportionate amount only insurance company will pay. This is called a condition of average. So this is to avoid this adverse selection. So you should not select only certain portion of the property for insurance, because every property, all the properties are exposed to similar danger, similar risk. So you have to insure all the properties owned by you, which are insurable. Okay. This is a very, very important one, condition of average. And no claim payable under the policy, the amount of claim assessed does not exceed 10% of the sum insured or per acre. So very, very small claim. There's a small fire accident which is put off immediately. Only 10 or 12 bamboo plants are suffering. I mean lost. So all other plantations are paka. So in this case, it will be a very, very small claim, and it is very difficult for the insurance company to send the surveyor and assess the loss. Because surveyor fees will be far 10 times more than the claim itself. So in that case, the insurance company will not be interested, and you also will not be interested, because you have to give a police report and the fire brigade to do everything. So it's also not economical for the farmer also to pursue the claim. So there are small claims which is less than 10% of the insured acre is not covered, and or 1,000 rupees of affected area. If the claim amount is less than 1,000 rupees, they need not file any claim. And excess amount. Excess amount is each and every claim the insurance company will take the customer also as a partner to share the loss. That is, they will deduct something in each and every claim. It differs from policy to policy, and for the plantation horticulture insurance policy, 20% the claim, each claim is to be borne by the customer. This is a condition as per the policy, but some insurers may waive it. They may reduce to 10% or 5%, or they may also go down to 0%, provided they charge higher premium. Okay, so unless there is a premium hike, they cannot waive this, and only 80% of the assessed loss will be paid. So suppose the loss is 1 lakh rupees, 80,000 will be paid to you, subject to deduction of salary. Under the policy, subject to deduction of salary value. Okay. Thank you, friends. I think I have made this useful to you, and given salient features of insurance policy, and usefulness of this insurance policy, and the steps to be taken for who are all the beneficiaries, and what is the role of the corporate to help the farmers and protect their plantations and all. Now I invite any questions from you. Thank you very much. I invite a question from you.
Thank you, Dr. Godan. That was highly informative. Ladies and gentlemen, we move on to Q&A session now. So those of you who wish to ask a question, please raise your hand using the reactions button. And for those on Clubhouse, please directly unmute and ask the question. Yes, first question from Mr. Ram. Mr. Ram, go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Budan, it was an excellent presentation, sir. As usual. Sir, I have two questions. One is, what is the process to initiate the insurance? And the second question I have is, say suppose we are going for the claim for reinvestment for the accident. What will be the timeline, or when if I climb it, when I will get the money, whatever the accident happened?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
See, claim. Suppose a claim occurs, say fire accident. So as I told you, you have to take other steps to give a fire brigade intimation. There you have to collect the fire intimation, fire brigade report. They will give a report that with such and such intimation we have got on such and such date from the person, and we went and we put out the fire, and they will give a report that is called a fire brigade report. That is to be submitted to the insurance company, and FIR, first information report from the police. That can be the final report. We are not, insurance company will not wait for the final report unless there is a question of malicious damage and all. Even then they will get some declaration, and they will do that. And claim form is that the survey report. The surveyor will take at least 15 days, 20 days to finalize the survey. Then you have to dispose this salvage. Suppose if there's a salvage is there, you have to sell the salvage and you have to produce this realization value. So you are realizing 15,000 rupees out of 1 lakh rupees, just as produce evidence. So this amount will also be deducted from the claim amount and with the other amount. So once everything is ready, insurance company will not take more than 1 week or 10 days. It can be done on the same day also, because with every insurance company, their workload, they are not only this claim, they will be having some other claims also. So no doubt the big claim means they will give priority, and follow-up is to be done for the corporate. Suppose we are given an insurance policy to the paper mill industry for the about 30,000 farmers attached to them. They will get a policy, and claim is to be followed only not by the customer, should be by the industry. Some person in the industry, who is a general manager or somebody, they have to follow with the insurance company, and they will pay to the policy holder, either the industry or industry may give a no objection, they will give to the farmer. Insurance company will give to the farmer by way of bank funds transfer. They will do that. So time limit depends upon the company, insurance company, the insurance company. Sometimes it can be done within the same day, provided he has to be satisfied. And the limit of the claim is also very, very crucial. Suppose the claim is about 2 crores rupees. Suppose the divisional office or branch office cannot settle the claim, that will be the financial limit of the regional manager. So it has to go to the regional office, which is located in the state headquarters, and they may take another 10 days or 12 days. So accordingly, the claim will be settled.
Thank you, sir. Sir, follow-up question, sir. So any recommended insurance company you can suggest, sir? And
he is the underwriter.
I'm very sorry. I retired from United India Insurance Company.
Okay.
And when I was there, I introduced free insurance scheme and the horticulture insurance scheme through Forest College and Research Institute, Metupalayam. free insurance was introduced, and they have got all backup insurance company as ready to give, and other companies also they are offering similar products. So I can approach other companies also, so to get a best quote for the best deal for the customer.
Awesome, sir. So if we want to go through the process, we have to reach out to you, or I have to apply something to online?
No, you can contact me, sir. To just give me the profile of the client and the profile of the proposal, so that I'll examine. It's a small proposal or big proposal, and I can go to the various insurance companies and find out the best suitable product for you, best suitable rate for you, terms for you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Ram. We'll move on to the next question.
Regarding claims and all, are you happy?
Awesome, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, we move on to next question. Samir, please go ahead with your question, please.
Samir?
Yes. This is my just a justification. Indian Act, Forest Act Amendment, this is 2017, okay? This is omit. But there are our Putins are also the IFS officer, a lot of their people. But if you have a plantation for our planned for forest area, but forest area means we are the Forest Dwellers Act under we have land, we have travel land, okay? But now till now, the no decision the forest who is this bamboo for under the forest, the agriculture, the industry crop, commercial crop. So in the content of in Northeastern, if you are plantation till now no declaration the crop of the bamboo crop of the agriculture crop. So how the decision that is the matter and then we have the lot of plantation area the the 66% in Tripura area is the forest area. So we have the heritage of the all of the forest dollar sector. This we have got the RFR land paper. So right down the Ministry of National Bamboo Mission that also is not accepted the way no. NBM scheme is not implemented there in Tripura and content of Tripura. And other state of the Northeastern. So same content also, how get the benefit of this scheme? So difficult. Till now, nobody accepted the forest told me the mera bacha nahi hai. Forest se chala gaya. Agriculture tell me there is no mera bacha nahi. Kaun kiska? So who is the certified? You are writing the horticulture and agriculture. The industry also tell me industry crop nahi hai. So who is the responsibility now? Actual.
Sir, I think this is not a question for me, no? This is not a...
You are this is actually, you are the presentation, so that is must be think this point. Big question, this is big question. That is my, everyone, this is not, you also penning this. If you fire, then we'll go to the claim, who is the survey? Forest fire department is tell me हम तो मालूम नहीं आपको forest का घर में लग गया वो agriculture नहीं agriculture who's the responsible nobody है तो आपको पास हम पैसा दे दिया वो भी नहीं होगा आप बोलेगा you are the forest RFR land but we have the right to the RFR land anything with the plan, anything the crop, but then again the right, you have the bamboo crop, the agriculture, you are the mentioned the agriculture crop. So I need the certified. Then we will go to the horticulture department. Bolega mera paas nahi hai. If aapka is there, then. So how? Solution, give me this is solution. That is I'm telling. This is practical, not theory. This is practical. I'm facing this one.
Actually, when the farm is within somebody's control, we can insure. Suppose in the forest, any plantation in the forest and all, it cannot be insured. I don't know whether I understood or not.
That's right, Dr. Budan. what you see, the insurance option, what we're talking right now, Samir, is only for commercial plantations. So basically, we're talking about not the BIF. This is BOF, and probably covers homestead as well.
I'm telling the robber also we have the plantation na nearby the RFR land. Okay, I'm a practical example. We have the plantation of the robber, but even the got you got the RFR land, it convert to the owner land, the commercial crop. But if you plant the bamboo, as per the 2017 the amendment, this omid bamboo, if a crop, nobody that declare the commercial plant. So that was I'm telling. If you're commercial, this is good. But even nobody the agriculture, nobody the forest. So how, who is the liable? If you come,
Okay.
that issue.
Dr. Budhan, to prove that the crop is commercial, do we have to get this crop entered in the patta or the land records? That is compulsory. That's compulsory.
Ownership is to be established.
Exactly. So, Samir, if it's a commercial plantation, or basically your land records, your RTC in Karnataka, it's called RTC. I think in Maharashtra it's called a 7/12 document, or in Tamil Nadu it's called the patta. So these documents should have the crop endorsed in that, showing that what is the crop you've done, when the crop was done, and also the extent of the crop.
Yes.
Whether it's 5 acres, 10 acres, etc. That should be covered. I think if you meet this basic requirement, this qualifies for insurance.
Correct.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Samir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, but somebody you are real. I'm telling the real picture. Our Northeastern people no have the patta puttu, no the document is the no on other card also no have. That is the practical I'm saying. Practical. That is practical. You come and see. All of come I invite. Nobody the practical. Nobody the other card. So if you want to do this one, so how then you better to I am telling the other is the GPS ma'am. This is practical. I have the so many headache coming.
Okay.
The
Samir,
anything that is practical. I'm telling. No theoretical.
I got your scenario.
So that was the if easily as per the content of the easy process get the easy anything in the document in the village council pradhan any that is the writing. There's the power attorney of the rural power attorney. I don't know what is the power. If you use something the easy process, then is the benefit. I think now totally. I don't know have the what is this there, but so many facing that is insurance based.
I get your picture, but
Yes.
let me put it in a different context. Now, see, so far we never had insurance for bamboo crops. Okay. Now we have a facility. Now to avail this facility, we need to ensure that the ownership is proved, right? Or documentation has to be done. So that is the minimum criteria for applying for the insurance. Right now, if you don't meet this requirement, from what I see, what you told me, people don't have Aadhaar card, people don't have documentation. If they don't have documentation, as good as they are not the owners of the land. So you will have to overcome the first step of proving the ownership of the crop, and then we'll look at insurance. So I don't think it's an insurance related area. First is the ownership has to be sorted out.
Yeah. That ownership details proposal itself will be having. So you have to answer these questions in the proposal form.
Yeah.
So because once they will accept the proposal, then later date it will not be good if we deny the claim. So before accepting the risk itself, the insurance company will take all precautions to ensure the ownership of the property.
Yeah. I mean, if you take life insurance, for example, I can't go and claim life insurance for somebody's wife saying that, okay, we were neighbors, so now you pay me money.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah? So, thank you. Moving to next question. Anybody else from the audience? Dr. Bharti, would you like to add anything?
Yes, please. It's a very good. Dr. Buddhan has come out with a scheme which is not in existence for insurance in bamboo. This is something that's been asked by many people for the last 10 to 12 years. And there was a meeting in NABARD meeting around 10 years back in Bangalore. And there also they asked for this, but then nobody was able to give an answer for it. It was there for teak, it is for the coconut, it is for many trees. For bamboo, they were not able to do it. I'm very, very happy Dr. Buddhan has taken up this challenge. Really, it's a challenge to come for a bamboo which is not in existence in India. This is going to really bring a comfort to the bankers as well as to the farmer. When a banker loan is also given, they are not sure about what is the yield, how it's going to be there, what is going to happen, my money once if it is given as a loan to them. And this is a first very, very important step. It's voluntarily taken by Dr. Buddhan. My sincere appreciation for you. And with all doing with a lot of work at the bamboo and cultivation, do all this, but for large scale finance, it's very much must. In fact, today we are working with companies like Dalmia Cements and ACC Cements and all. They're all talking about we are doing around 40 acre, 100 acre, 200 acre. But when they ask for an insurance for this, I said there is nothing is available. No insurance is available. And they say even a transport is getting insured, and even a human beings are getting insured. Crops are getting insured. Why not bamboo as a crop? And we were not really able to answer. I am very much thankful, not only myself, on the behalf of the Bamboo Society of India. We really appreciate you and your effort. You're taking a risk and challenge. It's everybody has to do that. See, for an insurance to work, I don't know whether Buddhan is covered, but you need to have a large base. You cannot just do for 5 people, 10 people, and then expect the insurance to be covered. It should be taken by everybody. And all the people wants to really grow, not the forest. What Samir was talking about is the forest land. And then there are a lot of complications may come or not come. But then let's talk about the cultivation of bamboo. Cultivation of bamboo in the limited areas is very important. So it could be few acres to few hundred acres to few thousand acres. There are big companies are looking at doing in a very, very large scale. And for example, like Shell company is looking at 25,000 acres to be done to make one other plant to come. And first question for them from Holland is, are these insured? Then I said, not. Then, I couldn't answer them. But the bamboo to grow to a next stage, we have done something like selection of the species, agronomy, agriculture, and market. But the very, very important thing is insurance. And I'm very happy that, Bamboo Society of India called you. And you're also working for quite some time. You have been interacting with many people, including myself, and to see that all the inputs are put in the right time, right place, so that you are able to ensure them that out of 1,000 people, 2 or 3 might fail, but they should be able to support it. And for which there should be a minimum premium is needed, which you have covered very well. And really, sir, you studied the bamboo and then you're coming and doing it. People have been spending our time, whole lifetime in this. And I'm very happy for you. 1 among 1,000 is bamboo. But very, very thankful. And all of us should understand and appreciate him and support him to see that everybody is getting insured. So the base is increasing, whereby the premium will come down. You can go ask for the lesser premium. I mean, correct, doctor?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So, the more the people take it up, you can bring down the premium, whereby, the person who's going to fail due to some reason. And another thing, what you are saying is, the bamboo should have been grown for 1 year and then the insurance is applicable, is even the subsidy is given only the part of the subsidy. The first portion of subsidy is given the first year. The second and third subsidy is given only in the second and third year, only after the existence of plants. This is ruled only for bamboo, not for coconut, not for other things. So thereby, what your condition put is also sensible, that you grow the bamboo at least for 1 year, make it alive, make it survive, and then you go for the insurance, which is safe for all of us. And I'm very, very happy that you're taking up. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Dr. Buddhan.
Thank you, sir. As Dr. Bharti told, insurance, more people are taking policy, the premium will come down. Because insurance is only sharing of losses. So more persons are sharing losses, premium will be very, very less. That's really a very good point here, Peter. And I would like to inform you that insurance is always seen as an expense, not as an investment. That is why people are not taking insurance policy. So as this cost of input, I told, cost of land preparation, cost of seedling, cost of fertilizer. Along with this, you also put this insurance premium as an input. Suppose you are spending 1 lakh rupees to raise it up, why can't you pay 800 rupees for the insurance? So add this also in the input cost, so that people don't think that it should be an insurance, should be an investment. Like health, you would have seen. Health, once in 10 years, we'll get hospitalization. Then we cannot discontinue insurance. Like this, for plantation also, similarity is there. So unless more people are taking this benefit, everybody will be benefited.
So next question.
Excellent observation.
Thank you. Next question from Mr. Shubham. He's asking, please tell me insurance amount for 1 hectare. I'm planning for 50 hectares of bamboo. Probably his message is on the chat group. Please, if you can answer this question directly, that would be better.
Sir, I would suggest, I think I've given my mobile number.
Yes.
Mail ID. You can, any interested person can contact me either over phone or through mail. So I want to go through their profile before suggesting anything. So we cannot give a standard reply to everybody.
For the benefit of everyone, could you repeat your mobile number, sir, so that I will spread in the chat group?
My mobile number is 89 39 84 2 008.
008.
Yes, sir. This is my phone number. My mail ID, Buddhan NT. BUDDHAN.
Dr. Buddha, sir.
Yes.
Sir, my humble one of request. If you make the proposal, sir, on base of grassroots level from them talking, sir. I'm not the high level talking every time. I'm sir. Sir, just humble my request, sir. Please, if you come the one time the Tipura anywhere the notice time you visit with me and a real scenario come see, and then you take the proposal. There's make the documentation, sir. This is my humble request. Why? That you, if you come the scenario, you will just note it. Then you will see. You don't need the anything. You will stay the I'm openly from. I'm telling. I invite you. Why? That is, sir. That is the main cause. Is the grassroots main the no have the document, but is the land owner, forefather. If the plan trade, I have on my conscious plan, but sometimes fire, no trackle. So that if insurance, I'm so many going to the bank saying anywhere, but no have the insurance. Samir, तुम लेके आ जाओ agriculture crop बोल के declare, then I'll give you. No, that I am there telling you. You simplify the documentation, sir. At the time, in Indian context now till now, not I am the stay of the China 1 year above. I'm no. What is happening in the China? Engine bang. But in content of India, till now no have the document. Other also no have. So that was the thing, sir. The real ground, this is ground, not the crop of the banana, coconut, that this is bamboo. So that was that.
Samir, what we can do after this call, we will have a offline discussion with Dr. Budan and see if there is any other further possibilities. Right? Sir, Budan sir, your email address, please.
Buddan NK, BUDDHAN,
Yeah.
BUDDHAN, NK, @gmail.com.
Gmail.com. Okay.
So
Fine.
I'm ready to assist anyone and get a best scheme.
Okay.
Also, we want to sort out any issues with you. Because even after attending this seminar, lot of questions will be there, lot of gray areas will be there. So we will talk independently, no problem. I'm ready to discuss at any point of time. You can call me at any time. Because bamboo is growing like anything. Bamboo is growing like bamboo. So fast as bamboo. So insurance also should travel along with that. Okay.
Okay. So one more question, sir.
Yes, sir.
So let's say 1 year back or 2 years back, somebody has done a plantation, and bamboo starts flowering and bamboo dies. Will that be covered under insurance?
Bamboo dies, sir.
Yes, after flowering.
After flowering, that is a natural process, no?
That's right, because they won't have visibility unless they get the passport details of the plantation, right?
Actually, we are covering only the standing crop. Standing crop. If they lost due to disease, if it is a disease and all, it's covered with a partial premium, we can cover. So still it is a standing and still it is having a market. So insurance cover need not be covered, no? Unless there is a loss.
Can I explain?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this question is from Sudhanshu Desai.
Yeah. So, Dr. Budan, what happens? Bamboo will, after planting, it may flower after 2, 3, 5, 10, 20, 30 years. It's basically based on the life cycle of the bamboo, how much it is already spent before planting. So once the flower, which is an unknown factor, which is like an accident, and once the flower, the seeds will form and the entire bamboo will die like a rice or a wheat or a maize. Now, this maize has got a particular cycle of, some 90 days and all that. Bamboo has got 30 years. If somebody has taken a seedling, which is spent already 20 years of time, in 10 years is going to flower. So this may not know right now because the market, nobody is able to give the age of the bamboo plant. And there is no chemical available in the country to find out what is the age of the bamboo at the time of planting. They all look same, 1 foot, 2 foot, 2 feet ceiling. Now, I think insurance should cover that also, that if by any chance, if this flowers, it may not flower for everybody, it will flower, but one particular species throughout the country, throughout the world, it will flower. And if that happens to be like, tulda will flower once in 35 years. And the 35 years may happen in 2 years from now, 30 years from now, 10 years from now. So if that, I wish you also covered that in the insurance. And it's not a disease. It is a natural phenomena, but then nobody knows at the moment. As it was said, data should be available for that. But many people don't have the data. They get the seedling from nurseries, they may not have it. And I wish that also is covered, sir.
Yes, sir. Actually, whether the spray plant will be affected or entire plantation will be affected.
Entire plantation, there are 2 types of flowering. One is the sporadic flowering, 1 or 2 plants will flower, whereas another one is gregarious flowering. The entire plantation, not only is plantation, anybody who planted the tulda will start flowering.
Okay. So this, we have to discuss. So
yes,
as scientists, we have to establish that this risk is beyond the hand of the farmer. And
correct.
This happens very, very remotely.
Remotely, exactly. So it's like an accident to a person.
Established and insurance company is to be convinced. And accordingly, they will add these risks probably with some additional premium or additional condition or increase the excess or something like that, they may consider. But I am not very, very sure at this point of time whether this can be covered. But lot of discussions we have to have with the insurance company. with lot of data and past experience, because any insurance premium is based on the last experience only. Based on that, the actuaries will fix up the rate. So this past records should be available. Past incidents should be informed to the insurance company, and if it's very remote, definitely they can cover.
It's remote, doctor. If it is known, the farmer will not plant it. If he knows that 5 years it's going to flower, he will not plant it. But he does not know, or the even person who is giving also may not know. The person who is selling the plant in the nursery may not know that when it's going to flower.
This bamboo is not usable then?
Yeah, that bamboo is not usable. Exactly. The entire loss will be there.
It's a very good question. Today I am getting a very good input for this to make the improvement in the policy. So I will work out on any literature on this. Please give it to me so that I can go through.
Yes, sir. So today, as Dr. Bharti explained, the major challenge is the unknown factor in the flowering, because even the source where they're buying from, nursery, also cannot tell you what is the last flowering date. So I think this will be one single most important factor that will attract a lot of farmers to go for insurance. If we can come up with some option, that would be fantastic. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Bharti. Thank you for adding your valuable inputs, as always. Ladies and gentlemen, anybody else would like to ask a question? Either we are all tired, looking forward for the weekend. Okay, fair enough. Monati sir, would you like to add anything?
Nothing. I said it was very interesting discussion and a lot of insight into especially insurance for bamboo. And we are also happy that Mr. Buddhan is also got some more inputs from our side with regards to the plantations. So hopefully, I think as discussed in the beginning itself, if there are volunteers coming forward, I think we'll try to coordinate with Dr. Buddhan and see that for the first time, insurance happens in the bamboo sector.
Sir, through this webinar, I request the Bamboo Society of India to help me in giving input whatever I want to make the insurance scheme very simple and also affordable and meaningful to the farmer. So any clarification I want, kindly provide me so that I can take up with insurance companies and get a better deal for the farmer.
Sure, sir. We can work together on this too.
Continuous interaction.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, so no more questions. With this, I think we can close today's session. So, Dr. Buddhan, thank you very much once again for your wonderful presentation and sharing knowledge on this new topic on bamboo plantation insurance. And we look forward to your continued engagement with other farmer groups as well. And on behalf of entire BSI, I would like to thank you wholeheartedly for your wonderful session, sir. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, we come to end of today's session, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Next week will be on design. So please don't miss that session. We will be back next week. Until then, stay safe. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Thank you, everyone.